Okay. Looks like that's working now. These away till later. I think I set this public. I don't know. I haven't done a stream in a couple weeks now. Ah, there we go. There it is. That did go live. Okay. Not getting concerned for a second. How are we doing tonight? Just gonna wait another minute. Let me know how the audio is if you don't mind. This is a brand new microphone that I'm trying out, so I'm very curious on how it is. So we got variety of topics and Igor. What's up? Ooh. All right. Happy Halloween indeed, and sound is fine. Great. So this is super annoying. The Velcro is still attached to the thing, and that was bugging me. So, all right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and get started because I have no idea how long this is going to take. So this is the Weedo X40 version 2. At least that's what the box says. Weedo, the company, contacted me about some other printer that they had. It was kind of like a generic i3. And I was like, no to that, but your Idex looks really cool. Can I try that? I've never tried it out before. They said yes. And like 5 minutes in the conversation, it was in shipping. So here it is. The only thing I saw about this, apparently the X40 was a Kickstarter back in April. I didn't really have much time to see if it actually shipped or anything like that, but this was actually from their Amazon warehouse. They ordered it on Amazon and sent it straight to me. So it's available to buy now. Again, how the Kickstarter did, I have no idea, but at least right now you can buy this. And I totally forgot to look up the price, but I will at some point. I'm doing good, Brady. So I have no idea how long this is going to take. I'm hoping this is not going to be like a 4-hour stream, more like an hour or two. But we'll have to see. Again, I've zero experience with an Idex, but I'm super excited about it because I would love to do dual extrusion in other ways other than having to hook up through the palette. Because the palette, while it works well, it doesn't always work well, especially with certain colors of PLA. So if I could have this do dual color prints for me, that's where it'd be at, because I have a ton of dual color stuff that I would love to get more into. There's Adam. I'm doing all right, Adam. How are you? Oh, and I guess before I start this, so again, the microphone, this is from Comica. This is the WM100 Plus, and it's a wireless system. It comes with 3 units, so it's 1 receiver and 2 transmitters, so you can do 2 at the same 2 audio streams at the same time, A and B, and then also you can buy it with a handheld microphone, which is really cool. I mean, if I honestly was be able to go to like events, I would have absolutely asked for that, but they sent this to me, so you're listening to it now. We'll see how it goes. Comes with this sweet little case, actually a little bit nicer than the other one that I've been using for the past 2 years. I've been using that Pixel 100 set. So, and this is their microphone. This is not my normal Rode mic that I use. I usually prefer that. So yeah, all right, let's get into this. This is a huge printer as well. I mean, as you guys can see, I have you guys pushed back a fair bit. This is a 300 by 300 by 400 Z height printer. And firstly, we have a quick start guide right here, and it looks like it is a whopping 4 steps to get the printer going. So that's very cool. And then there's another page here on how to connect it to some app. And then we have the printer. So we've got a spool of red unmarked filament, probably PLA, but it is a nice color, a little, 250 gram spool. So something we can start out with tonight. Oh, wait, no. We've got 2. It's a dual machine. So we've also got some white, or it's like more like a, it's a translucent white, not quite natural, but might just be natural. Another roll of PLA. So it's cool. They give you 2 rolls to start off with. Good packing material. Oh, it's a flex build sheet. Oh man, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So let's try and get this thing up and out of here. Oh man. So here's the wide carriage, and the electronics and everything are in that. We're gonna set that on the ground for now. Opa. Oh. Another foam. Then we've got the carriage with the extruders and the heads. Oh man, it's auto bed leveling too. There's a sensor on here. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, steers are playing. Oh, I forgot about that. I honestly have no expectations, Adam, because I've never even heard of this company before. So, I mean, realistically, my expectations should be pretty low. But I just think inherently, oh, there's a loose screw here though. That's not great. Inherently, I'm gonna be rather optimistic because I want this machine so bad. I want to be able to use this. So my desire for this to go well is through the roof. But the reality of it very well could be something different. We'll have to wait and see. So, giant box, good packaging. It is a whopping 3 pieces, which is great. That means assembly should be quick and easy, and it's going to come down more to the calibration, actually how to get this thing to work is really what it's going to be. How long do I plan to do everything? I hope to get it working tonight. So, okay, so we're going to go here into the accessories box and see what we got. So we have some cleaning brushes. I'm assuming these go somewhere on the end. We've got some spare thermistors in here, and then some spare hookup, maybe spare hookup cables, I don't know. And then some other parts and things in here. We've got some spool holders. So we're definitely going to need these. Oh, come on. Oh, man, you would be freaking taped all the way around. So 1 spool holder, 2 spool holders. We've got a power cable. And here's the metal brackets for the spool holders. And they're just the Creality style, like L brackets. Nothing unique. A pretty long ribbon cable. I'm guessing this is a replacement because there's already ribbon cables on here. There's one there and there's one here. So my guess is this is a spare. And there's actually a BOM on here. Oh, there's some stuff here for a camera. Nozzle brush holders. Wi-Fi cam module. Really? I'm super intrigued. Anyways, cable, some T brackets. So these are going to be for the uprights. Oh, that's why this has a hole in it. That's why there's screws and things going everywhere. Then we've got a super sharp spatula here. Let's see, tools, oh, SD card holder, or USB SD. Is there even a card with this? Huh. This did not come with a SD card. Double check, I don't see one in here. That's interesting. Unless there's, wait, that's what's in this bag here. Oh, no, there it is. It's an 8 gig SanDisk. And then this is the nozzle brush holder. Or no, this is a freaking camera. This thing comes with a camera. No joke. Man, I'm actually kind of shocked. And then here's the brush holders. So that's to clean off the hot ends on each of the things. And those are 3D printed. But the brushes are injection molded with the brush bristles embedded in them. And then they give you one extra brush. You got an extra Z end stop. I'm hoping this is extra. Oh, 2 extra brushes and then some hardware. So, yeah, wow, that's cool. Oh, we got a pair of flush cutters. The Planto ones that come with every Creality printer. Actually, these are the nice ones. Creality comes with those little crummy light blue ones, I think, still. And a USB cable. And it's more, the screws are everywhere because the bag was ripped. So, that's cool. Get all that stuff out of here. I'm not going to need that for right now. It's a SanDisk, Adam. Sorry if I didn't say that. I thought I did. Okay, so I'll put the cable over here too. Pretty sure I'm not going to need that. I don't have anything broken right now, Derek. Everything I think is working now, for the most part. Okay, so let's go to the directions here and see how complete they are. So it's a pretty simple machine. It looks like the camera goes right here on the front right, just going off their picture here. All right, so step 1, attach the gantry. So we need to snip. We're going to use the included cutters to snip off these bright yellow zip ties. I like that. I don't know why, it's just different than every other printer manufacturer out there. And we're going to use these 4 long old M5s. So we're going to just put that over here. Are you going to stay? No, you won't stay. Oh, this will be interesting. Let me get this. And then I think we're going to have to do it off the table style. No, oh no, stuff's falling everywhere. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to try and figure this out. I'm just going to get these started by hand, and then I'll flip it on its side. Ooh, don't do that. I got plenty of grease on these lead screws. Good gravy. Get one of these ones started at least. Okay, stay there. These are, nope, these are 4mm. 4mm, okay. Now we're gonna tip it up gently and get these in there. Now the wires are already very cable managed underneath, which is nice to see. Almost to the point where they're kind of in the way. And then before I tighten those all the way down, I need to go to this side and get these kind of started. I have no idea how much these are. If someone can look up online, that'd be great, and post in the chat. Honestly, I have no idea. If I had to guess, This is probably going for like $750, probably around the same price that Ender 7 is going for. Maybe more. But on the side of this, it says the X40. It does not say V2 like the box does. 480 watt power supply, 110 240, good deal. 30 by 30 by 40 centimeter build volume. Interesting looking end stops. And they're using, which I've seen these type of hot ends before. I think these type of hot ends I've seen from like HE3D on the K280. So it's a pretty fat, wide heat sink. That is kind of what it looks like. And there's a great big 40 millimeter fan directly on that, and then in front of it, there's a 4010 blower fan on them. Okay. Well, that's now attached, so I can get rid of that one. Steve and Dean, how y'all doing? Okay, so we've got ribbon cables that just go up and plug straight in. Well, that's easy enough to do. Clickety clickety. Then we've got Z1 motor. Can I go on the inside here? I would make it a little bit cleaner looking. Man. Come on. Why is it? Oh, one of those pins is bent. That's why. 660 for the non-V2 version. Okay. Let's wonder what the difference is. Okay, so that's one Z in. Now we go to the other side. And just a click in on the ribbon cables, which I do not like on any printer. Don't care who it is. Don't like ribbon cables. It's easy for manufacturers. It's easy for normal people, or hard for normal people. So these are 1.8 degree stepper motors for the 2 X-axes. And they're all small. Like, they're real small. Yeah, these are 34 millimeter motors all around. That's interesting. What's Y? Oh, Y is a beef boy. Y is 40. It looks like either 42 or 48. Y is beefy. Okay. So there's that. There's these cables, which this one is twisted. Whoops. Untwist that. Put that back in. So looks like dual filament sensors, both injection molded MK8 style extruders. A little on the loose side, in my opinion. And they're small. Oh man, I had to disassemble the hot end. That sucks, Brandon. Okay, that's better. And that's better. Those are a little too loose for my liking. Okay, so we've got all that connected. Now we have to put on these T-plates, and there's a whole bunch of M4 by like 10 mil with twist-in T-nuts. So I'm gonna do all of these real quick. These are all the same, so you don't really have to check much out. But $650 for non-V2. Yeah, I mean, but this has camera, auto bed leveling on one end stop, on one extruder. I have no idea how that's going to work out, but I just know on one extruder has the ABL, the other does not. Flex build plate, camera, filament sensors. I mean, this is kind of full feature here. Okay. Let's see if we can get this in here. Okay, there's one done, and then where's the other one at? There it is. These are just a thin 3mm aluminum. So I am really curious what's on the SD card for this thing because it's taken 2 colors. I'm super intrigued. I would have much rather seen this flex build plate with PEI on it, but right now it has a sheet of faux tack with their Weedo brand on it. But again, I was surprised to be able to see this printer on Amazon. Like, it's a company that they just reached out to me randomly. And I'm glad they wanted to send me this because I really don't want to do another i3. It's pretty boring. The reason why I said yes to the Ender 7 was because it's a Core XY. You know, that's cool. Plus, it's Creality. Kind of want to see where they're going because I'm pretty critical of them. Okay, and then now we have to do the spool holders up top, which I dropped one, I think. Yep, here it is. So these just used 2 more these M4s and T-nuts, and they get attached to each side of the top of the printer. So those will probably be off screen, just barely. Okay, so they want these towards the inside, so like this. I'm gonna do it right inside of the Z coupler. And then the spools go on the outside like this. And I got grease on my hands. Cool. So this has a camera module on it. I wonder if it's running some type of Raspberry Pi inside or something, because like I don't know of any 3D printing board that supports a camera module and like Wi-Fi and stuff. I could be wrong. I've not seen every board out there, but it has me very curious as to how in the world they're accomplishing this sorcery. If anybody knows, please do tell, because I'm very curious. Does this just sit in here? Oh no, it goes like that. Okay. And then how do we connect that? Oh, it uses this one really long M3. A couple extra M3s in here too. So this like a 40 mil M3. T-nut. And there's one little cable here in the front. Plugs into this guy. And it goes in there like that. And then that's it. That's insane. Absolutely insane. ESP cam. It said actually, well, it says ESP cam. I didn't know. Again, I didn't know you could, because it called that on here. It says Wi-Fi cam module. So okay, so now we're gonna plug this sucker in. Let's figure out where we're gonna plug this in at. Where can I steal a power cable from? Because I'm gonna have to spin this around to you guys. So let's. Oh wait, I need to put this other spool holder on. Then I'll spin it around for you guys to see it. It's quite hard working on stuff when you can't see what you're doing. Okay, there's those. And we do this. And it's actually not terribly heavy because all the electronics are right up here in this front housing. This front housing stops, you know, it's only about what, 100 millimeters in, 10 centimeters in is where that enclosure stops. So that is interesting. Okay, so power is on that side. So let's steal from one of these printers. So power on that side's 110. What are we set to? We're set to 230. You'll change that. 115. Okay. So plug this guy in now and boot it up. It says nothing about these brushes. Nothing whatsoever. So looks like they go right there. Looks like. I'm guessing that's what these small ones are for. Okay, yeah, that's where they're on the picture, but it looks like they're pre-installed in the documentation. But for me, they were not. So we just need a 2 mil hex head. And then I'm gonna have to go on that side. Oh, it's that 2 buttons. Gotta hit that one to boot it up. Man, they didn't oil the linear rails. They're greased. So also, not a mechanical engineer, so I have no idea if that's good or bad. It is just very different than everything else that I've had, seen, and used, where you're using an oil and not an actual grease. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I just know it's a fact. Okay, those are both as low as they can go. No idea if that's good or not, but it is what it is. Okay, now let's get the SD card. And I'm going to take a look. Actually, let's make sure that so the bed is running off of two 2020s. So it gives you a much wider base. You have less rocking. It is solid. And then these guys here feel pretty good. This one's a little looser than that side. And there is one eccentric nut. So we'll see if that needs changed. But I'm curious what's on this SD card. So there's a quick guide here, which is what I just used. It's exactly the same. And then we've got a user manual on here. Let's see here. Supports the things it has, blah, 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 package contents, product overview. Tells you about the display. So this is a custom firmware because there's nothing Marlin looking on this at all. If we do maintenance, filament feed, filament tract, preheat, jog module, level bed, Z offset, proximity height, nozzle offset, motor off. And then under settings, we have Wi-Fi settings, language, machine info, auto power off is on, runout sensors on, post is off, power save mode, update parameters. Parameters just tells you what it, I guess these are like the default parameters. Default Z probe offset, 35 millimeters and 0.02 on the nozzle. Oh, this was printed before because there's filament loaded in there. Filament coming out the nozzle, so they did print with this. And then if you tell it to print, either do Wi-Fi or a TF card. So, okay, let's go back here to the manual. There's something about an app here. So I think this page is something about the app. So only Android on here. And it's called Polo Print Pro. So let's take a look for it. Oh, my bloody phone updated. There we go. Oh my God. I've not gotten used to Android 12 yet at all. It's very different. I don't like the look of it versus 11 at all. That's just me. All right, so let's look it up here. So we're looking for Polo Print Pro. Search. There it is. It's got 500 plus downloads and no ratings. And there's also a Polo Print mono price and just another Polo Print. So let's open it up. Have to sign in with either WeChat or Facebook. Okay. Okay, and it's a very, very basic setting in here. So once we're signed in, check the sum of the printer, add the printer to Polo Print Pro. So how do we do that? Printer. Press the plus sign. Serial number. Oh, there's actually a barcode scan here. You gonna work? Nope. So we will just type it in then. Oh, of course it's long. So the model number's in there. That's interesting. 2, 3. Okay. Printer name, we're going to call just the X40v2. Submit. Okay, so the printer's been added. It says to turn it off, turn it back on, but I haven't. let's see here. So I have to connect to it and then set it up that way, it looks like. But I'll do what it says, just turn it off, turn it back on. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Hit that again. I guess I need to hook up, I need to connect to it on my laptop now. This is quite a bit. Hey, Gunner, how you doing? So, okay, I see it there. Let's try to do it from my phone because I don't want to do it from the, I don't want to lose you guys. Okay, so there's the web. So it's an access point. And then, all right, we're connected to it. And now go to its IP address, which is 10.10.0.1 port 88. There it is. So it gives me a list of all my Wi-Fi's to join. It is connected. So now apparently if you go to the Wi-Fi settings on here, so that's settings, Wi-Fi, it has an IP address. Okay, so now if we go back to their app, oh, which I have no idea where that went to. What was it called? Polo print? Oh, it's right here. And if we refresh, well, let me connect back to my Wi-Fi. Back to here. I'll say it's offline. Let's relaunch the app. Polo Print Pro. Polo Print Pro. Where'd you go? Right there. Printer. It still says it's offline. I wonder if I can try to scan it again, if that'll work. It doesn't work at all. The little scanning bit of the app doesn't work. So no. It says it's connected. I don't know. I don't get it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just doesn't work. Because why would it? Okay, so that's fine. Blah blah blah. So you can do normal mode, duplication mode, or mirrored mode, which is pretty cool. So that's either normal is it's two extrudes printing one, and then dual is they're both printing the same time. And then mirrored is just it's printing the, that's duplication is both same time, and then mirrored is that the object is mirrored of each other. So like if it's two faces facing away, or like if one's facing away, they're both facing the opposite way. It's just mirroring the object. So if you need duplication, you need two objects printed. If this works out well, that'd be cool. So trying to see, where does it talk about actually like leveling the bed? Oh, post is self-test. It's just a self-test, so it's literally post. So I just need to update the firmware, parameters, blah, 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 blah. Filament feed, filament retract, preheat, level bed. Let's just send it and see what happens here. So we're gonna go to back, let's go maintenance, and then we're gonna go level bed. Begin. There's 1, 2, there's Y. Homing failed. Oh, it could be because that's kind of in the way. Ah, it could be that. Let's try that again now. The way they have the heated bed cable, the heated bed cable's on the side, kind of routed down. Just a bit weird. So maintenance, level bed, begin. There it goes. Oh, that's where the other screw went. It goes right there into the sensor. Where are you going, Chief? Going all the way to the top. Are we gonna? Okay. That was weird. It's also interesting that the Bowden tubes go through the printer instead of going around the printer. They go actually through the build volume. So that's weird. I guess it just did that to ensure that it's just basically crashing against the top so that it ensures that it's level on both sides. Okay. So now you have to adjust the knob. Okay. So I've got a piece of paper somewhere, don't I? Do right here. So it's interesting that it has auto bed leveling, but yet it still has the knobs. So let's just. That's actually pretty good. Not bad. Okay, so next. This one definitely needs adjusted. Okay, next. 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 Open everything again. Oh, it's just going to do that whole thing again. Oh, now it's going to do auto bed leveling. That's cool. Okay, okay. So it just has you make sure that your four corners are set so that it's perpendicular to the, at least to the left nozzle. I don't know what it wants you to do about the right nozzle, unless it's assuming that they are set up appropriately, like the same. Does it say anything up there? It tells me our deviation. So it's negative 0.3, 0.9, 0.04, and then the front's a little bit high. That's not bad. End. Okay, cool. So now let's do Z offset. So now we know the printer homes. We know it can do the ABL bit. Now let's check our Z offset. Which it might just have like a jog feature that I can just use this piece of paper for. Oh, it's going to level the bed again. So it's only doing a 3x3 grid. This is quite a large print bed to do a 3x3 grid on. Okay, so let me just go. There it is. Negative 0.2. Save. It was 0.2 by default, which was odd. So now it's negative 0.2, which is what it should be. And now where are you going? You're weird. All right. So now nozzle offset. It's already set. I mean, I don't know. You guys think I should set it or just send it? Because I can just send a printer on this thing, a print, and go from there. Hey, Knack, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm pretty set up here. We're getting there. A lot of this is still not seeing the... I want to be able to see the stupid... Let's delete it. I'm going to re-add it this time, but I'm going to use caps. So that... 1, 2, 3. We're calling this the X40v2. Submit. It just sucks that it's not... I don't know how it's supposed to see it either way. Like, it's definitely online. But it doesn't give me a place to, like, add it by IP. It's just kind of hoping that it's going to capture it. I don't know. Okay. So we did that. After bed 11, click the Z offset and do that. We did that. Interface, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's just Happy Halloween, Knack. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. So this has a note, tip, insert with metal side upwards. So it kind of tells you which way to insert the micro SD card, which is pretty cool. But so that's in. Now we need to do settings, and then I don't know what I need to do. Maintenance, preheat, and then put the bed to 60, and both of those guys to 200. And it's got a little bar graph here on how it's going. Cool. But it does all three at once, so that honestly is a pretty big pull of power. Okay, so both of the fans kicked on when those probably hit about 50C, which is great. I hate whenever those just run full bore all the time. That just drives me crazy. And then they're using their own, it's called WeBuilder, is their slicer. Interesting. So I wonder if I go to the IP address of the printer, I wonder what I get. So 192.168.1. Was it 57? Oh, those are already heated. So yeah, 1.57. This URL doesn't exist. That's funny. Well, can't connect to it. Three zeros. Yeah, that's right. But getting nothing out of it. See what the bed's at now. Oh, it's cooling back down because I left that menu. Oh, crap. That's no bueno. I don't like that. Make sure there's not a serial number somewhere else on the printer. Which I don't see it. I wonder if it's on that 10 dot still. Let's try that. So it's 10.10.0. Shouldn't be. Yeah, because it now has the 192 address, so I don't know why it would have anything else. I don't know. That's not working. So let's see what let's get this filament loaded, I guess. Back to the chat, so I'm not missing anything. So white on that side. We'll do left on the other. Well, red on the left. That's what I meant. All right, so if we come over here to see, I hate it already starts cooling down, so I don't really understand. So feed filament, PLA. We're gonna go with the left nozzle first. Let's get this filament out and ready here. Okay, left nozzle. Whoop, it's homing. And I'll get the right one ready. It's preheating to 210. Filament feeding, wait a few minutes. Because it's going to take god awful forever, isn't it? Yeah, because it's going at like 5 millimeters a second. If that. Well, that definitely did not go the whole route. So let's push that all the way in here. Then let's start feed filament 1, PLA, left nozzle. Let it reheat again. And now it's extruding again. Now we should see something come out. Nope. It's just jamming in there. It's not actually coming out. So let's see what's going on. Try that again. Fluid filament, PLA, left nozzle. No, it's not going in. It's just clicking and bouncing out. So let's go back and let's try filament feed, PLA, right nozzle. See if this one actually works. Which feels like it's going. So something's up with this guy over here. I thought I had a cleaning needle somewhere. I have no idea where it went though. I want to see the camera too, but I still can't get the Wi-Fi to hook up. And I thought I had a cleaning needle here somewhere, but I cleaned up everything and I moved things around and I have no idea where it went or if I kept it. No, I did keep it. It's right here. Okay, well, filament's coming out of the right side. So let's are you doing over here? You're supposed to be over there. No idea why it just came over here to me. Stop that. Let's pull this out some. That's what's going on down in there. It's just not going down all the way enough. It's getting caught on something in there. Okay, it's coming out there at least. So it's one thing is I don't have the. I had the filament. There's tools, but I have no idea where those are. So I'm just going to get a small. Let's see what happens. It's probably going to go deep enough. Oh, sure, shit. There's a block in there of some sort. Can I see what it is with a flashlight, maybe? Looks like maybe some filament in there. Dang it. Or is that filament? I can't tell what that is. Might be filament, but I have no idea what I can do to get it out either way. Yeah, it's almost like a piece of filament is snapped off in there. So let's see what we can figure out here. Love to get this thing printed tonight, but this is like a doggone near showstopper here. I'm an hour in and we are still not printing. Come on. Come on. Should I try and take the nozzle off, maybe? Let's do just the left, and let's make that go to 230 on the left and see what we can figure out here. Might need to take the nozzle off. That's probably using 7 mil. It's bigger than 8 mil. And then I need my crescent wrench. Here it is. So we're taking the nozzle out and see if we can't. There's something. It's definitely not in the nozzle because I can put my needle up through it and get up there pretty far. I wonder if I can do it again. Push whatever that is up and out. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Yeah, just a little nub of filament was stuck in there. I think that was it. And it must have been from however they tested this machine. But this, I get this sometimes in the bare extruder, which drives me crazy. But sometimes the bare extruder, if you don't extrude right, or just sometimes just your filament wants to just be a jerk, it will do that to you. There we go, and there's filament coming out. So hot dog, all because of this little nubbin here. There it is right there. That's what it was. Okay, well, now we can put this stuff away, and maybe we can try a print now. So let's cancel this. Let's go to print, the TF card. So dual test 2, fill color 2, nozzle flint tune, nozzle coarse tune. I kind of just want to like full send. Let's do the dual test 2. Oh, it's just some. Oh, it shows you. It's a dual color fill from the. Okay. Oh, fish G code. I guess let's do the tune, the coarse tune, because it's only 13-minute print. Kind of just want to make sure this thing actually prints. I'm like, these cables here. Like I need to put a piece of nylon on this. Okay, so it's gonna home, and then are we gonna auto bed level, or are we just gonna go for it? Oh, it's gonna auto bed level. Look at that. All right. Something about updating a driver. The driver where? Or updating the firmware on the printer, maybe. Okay, it's extruding a little bit. And then, not this side, just that side. That's heating the bed. Okay. And it's also bringing that one up to temperature as well. ASMR, are you in the Discord? Can you send me a link to that? I have to come like all the way around the table just to see what this thing's doing. So we're doing 220 on those, and we're 50 on the bed. Looks like it's just evening out to the 220 now on both of those nozzles. Now it's feeding the left side a little bit. And it just wipes it and goes. And that is way too high. Settings. Baby step Z. We go down. Looks good. It's really hard because, of course, I use the white on the bottom. If it in red, it'd be a little bit easier to see, but I think that's good now. It's doing a raft. Why is it that every manufacturer, except Prusa, does a frigging raft? And artillery on the X1 did not have a raft on their test print. But I swear it's everybody else. Like literally every other printer I've had, they put a raft down. I don't understand it. Why not? Yeah, you can't post links here. It doesn't allow it. I'm just going to see. So is it the workaround and tips for the Weedo X40? If you could tell me the name of it. Let's see. As 3Dip, what's up? That's how to connect Octoprint to it. That's not what I want. So let's see, it is 192.168.1.57 port 8080. Hey, there it is. Well, at least that's not the full, that's a play a live video. We just add that to the end of it. So / that, copy, and then go. Hot dog, there it is. Let me share this real quick. Let me do screen capture. There it is. It's small, but hey. And then if I go back, this is, so it's start stream. Let me exit out of this one here. Yeah, there it is. So this is what you see right here when you're controlling it. So you can change the brightness, special effects, auto white balance, office, and you can get a still from it. Interesting. Okay, so now it's printing the red. I wonder if it talks about anything with the go back to that wiki and see if this is anything about the it doesn't say anything. I was just curious if it had anything about how you're supposed to actually correct this, because I have no idea. Let's see here. Tuning. No, don't want that. Don't want that. I want to see if it had anything about just how to set up the what's it called, the offset of the two hot ends if it's wrong. Because it shows a picture what it looks like, but I don't understand what it's supposed to be. Do need to put that other screw in though, in that probe. So if this comes out good, then I'm gonna start the fish before I go to bed tonight, and we'll see. And it's this a flexible fossil fish. I printed a lot of those over the years. I haven't printed any recently though. Okay, so now it's bringing over white. Oh yeah, that's off by a fair bit. The middle one's dead on. So I guess that's why it does it. I guess it's supposed to show you that it's off. There's 40. Course test. Might need to, once it's done, I might need to pull the hot end back in because I can't find the documentation for this thing. Here's the website. Let's see what it says on here. I think they have like a download section. Support, download. Oh, here we go. USB drivers. All about the Tina, nothing about the X40 on here. And it's a legit just like a FTP folder. That's all their help it. That's all their download is. There's nothing on the X40 on here. Oh, I still have it open. Oh, no, it blanked out once I tried searching it. I'll figure something out. So I think that was it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna let that cool down and take a look at the manual on the laptop again. Okay, manual. I want to do that. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. So we're doing screen capture. There we go. So print the two-color test file TF card following nozzle course tune. At the end of the final print, observe the 5 test blocks and select which one is the smallest X deviation, as shown in Figure 3. Select 3. This example, choose 3, depends on the picture shown. Print the two-color test file on TF card. Look at the 10. That's the horizontal direction from top to bottom. Select the test blocks. Is there a way to set that then? So if we go in here to settings, no, maintenance, nozzle offset, XY course tune, 3. Next. Smallest, wait, cancel. Course tune. Select the number of the block with the smallest horizontal deviation. Yes, so it was horizontal deviation. So, of course. Okay. So this is what the test thing looks like that. So 3 is pretty much spot on there. You can see it kind of walks them down as it does it. It's not actually straight across. So I'm going to go ahead and select 3. And then select the block with the smallest deviation between the 2 vertical layers. I'm going to select 3 again because that just looks pretty good right there. Save. Yeah, there's overall looks good. So now we just got the boogers on the side here to peel off. Easy day. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the fish. Let's go back. Previous. Print TF card. Oh, I just put the card back in. Derp. I'm going to copy this manual to the desktop first. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I think I just showed you guys that and you didn't see jack. Hang on a second. Let me copy this manual off real quick. Okay, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like because I'm an idiot. So You guys looking at the camera now? Okay. So I showed this. Okay, so here's what that test file was. So it started here and went across, and you can see it kind of like goes down, stair steps down, and then 3 lined up perfectly. Again, this is the coarse test. Now there's a fine test. It does 10 of these blocks for you to check. But I'm just going to do it like this, and we're going to full send it because it was set to 4-3, but I have it now set to 3-3 because that looks pretty much. So you're supposed to check the layers here, and you're supposed to check how it looks at the top and how everything lines up. You can see that lines up pretty well right there. So I'm going to go with that. Print TF card, fish G code, and print. And this is an 1:40 long print, so I will not be staying online for all of that. Or stay online a little bit longer. We'll see if I need to baby step the. Again, I would love to see though. Like the only thing that worries me about this is the way that the filament starts to roll. It starts to rub against the Z-rods, and they're covered in grease, like a significant amount of grease. So that makes me worried that we're going to get grease on the filament, and then that's going to just burn off in the nozzle, which is not good. So it's priming one nozzle. Interesting, it primes the right first, heats it, primes it. Now it's heating the left while it heats the bed, and then it'll prime that, and then it'll start printing. So I'll definitely need to see if, I mean, I'm sure I can set this up in Push Slicer. Push Slicer has the option for dual extrusion, because you can add more extruders to it. I just need to download their software and try that on my main desktop and just kind of play with it and see what it looks like, because I am not familiar with it. And we're going to want to start slicing my own files. This thing's also huge. I got to figure out where I'm going to put this at now. Let me put that other screw in real quick before this thing starts printing. Where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, we're jammed over here again. No, we're jammed. It's not going to print. Or is it finally going through? Oh, now it's finally going. All right, we'll see how that goes then. But I don't mind these little USB adapters they have. It's not too bad. So yeah, that's going to be it. I'm going to let this print tonight. This file is going to take, does it say how long? We said in the beginning, 1:41 minutes. So it tells you the G code, what it is, all your temperatures, the how long it's been printing and how long it still has, or like has to go, or the total print time. It's 1:41. And it's going to do this with a cold bed because it's lowering the temperature now. So it did a heated bed with this test on a raft, but now it's doing this on a raft with no No heated bed because it's cooling it back off. So that's interesting. Interesting. So anybody have any questions on this? Because otherwise I'm just going to call it quits here shortly. Just wish I could see it, how to see it on the... I'll have to look on that wiki and see what it says about seeing it on the app. Because I'm not seeing anything at all. I've added it. When I go to monitor, it's just a whole lot of nothing. Because I don't understand how it's supposed to find that. Because there's no way to tell it what IP address to look for. So I don't get how it's supposed to work at all. Yeah, I don't get how it's supposed to work. I want to see this thing do 2 layers, and I'll zoom you guys in. Yeah, I can do a video, or I'll throw it in a live stream. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull you guys closer now, so that you can see what's going on here. There, now you guys can watch that. Oh, I need to get around it now. Shoot. Too many cables. Oopa. That back's gonna be a little funky just because of the blob of filament. I think it's retracting a little bit too far whenever it pulls the, because when it's not printing with that hot end, it retracts the filament out of it. But the problem is I think it retracts too much on this side, which is why it had that gap. I had to give a little bit of a push to get it back down into the throat. And then it was easily able to push it out. But there's a little fat blob right here on this side, because that's where I pushed it back out. Now, again, if I was doing an actual print that I cared about, not just a test print, I would have stopped the print and then restarted it and gone from there. But here's what it is. I definitely need to redo the Z offset because it's it didn't save. So every time it started the print, it started at 0 again, but it needed to be, I had it set to -0.2, but this is actually -0.45 on the Z offset. I had to baby step it down. Because it's the X40 gunner, or because it's Weedo? So I think also I need to do is I need to raise the, I think I need to pull these brushes up a little bit. They're a little bit low. Because they've got rubber on there that it's supposed to hit. And then it's supposed to hit the brushes. But I did notice it did bring a little bit over last time. You're goofy, gunner. But I would say you would buy a printer just because of its name. I'll say that. So the cool thing, I mean, for those that don't understand how this is doing is, I mean, it's just two independent extruders. It does one color, and then it pulls it off to the side. Then it comes with the other one and does the other color, which is really cool. And like some of the core things to align is the X and Y, which we did, and then Z tuning it. But having the offsets of the two nozzles be correct is part of the problem. Is part of the setup process of this, just so that this nozzle knows where this nozzle knows where this nozzle just printed at, and it prints exactly on top of it. Because with a single extruder, of course it knows where it's already been. It's only one extruder. It's like, I know where I've been before, but with this type of dual extrusion, makes a little more, there's a little more thought process involved with it. Where with like the pallet, again, it's one nozzle. The pallet's doing all the work. The printer just knows it's printing, and the pallet tells it what to do. But this has actually figured all of it out with its weird slicer that they have. It's pronounced Weedo. Weedo, we do, whatever. Come on, finish the stupid raft. I want to watch it print. So what the motors feel like. Extruder's slightly warm. The X's are fairly warm. And the Y is fairly warm. Again, it's a big 40, probably like a 46 or 48 millimeter motor. Or all the rest are 36s or 34s. So the X, Ys, and Es. So pretty small motors, surprisingly. But the carriages are very lightweight. But you can see here, as I said before, you see the 40 millimeter radial fan here, the blower style, and then they have the regular 40 mil fan behind it, blowing on that heatsink in the back. I think someone said it's 6. The non V. So this is version 2. The non V2 is what's it called? The non V2 is 650. I'll actually look it up online now while that's printing. So. Let's see here. So they have, again, their Kickstarter ended back in April. And it's in Hong Kong dollars. So what's HK to USD? HK to USD. So let's see, the flash sale was 3080. So it was 3080. It was $396 on their early bird sale. And then MSRP 5410. 5410. MSRP is 700 for this guy. And their website only has the 40 on it. But then again, it only says 40. I don't see anything about a V2 anywhere. Let me look at Amazon. Because again, they sent this from Amazon. So I did all the white parts. Now let's do the red ones. So it's the X40 is $599. I go to their, let me see this on their seller page. The Weedo store. 3D printer. They just have their Tina 2, which is a tiny $200 one. They've got an enclosed flash forge. They've got this dual one here. And that is it. So first layer is a little bit higher than I would like it to be. I actually think it's off as well. I don't think it's exactly on. Just going off of the skirt that it did is off by a little bit when it went over the white. So either way, I'm gonna let this go and see what happens with it. Again, I don't think it's gonna end up being perfect, but for a quick test, it's not bad. Where are we at here? Zoom out. Whoa. All right. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it there then. This thing is printing. After we had that slight clog in there, got it working. And then now it's all about, I guess, pretty much tuning to make sure that I can get it working the way it's supposed to go. eBay for $150. I don't think I'll ever go that quick. But I mean, if this was like a $500 machine, I don't know, the MH Artist by JG Aurora, I think, is the other one that's kind of close to this configuration and this price point. But I mean, I like the dual filament. The camera is a novelty thing. The quality's pretty garbage, so really doesn't matter. Dual lead screws, auto bed leveling, fans seem decent enough. We'll have to see how once the part cooling fans turn on how loud they are. But they're using better heaters because they're using the braided cable heaters, not the that red silicone that kind of like all the cheap ones are using. So those are a little bit better. I'm not a fan of the ribbon cables. And the firmware on it seems to be pretty intuitive, the way that it's running. So that's not bad. Yeah, again, jury's out until I actually get some real prints done with this and start slicing my own, because that's going to be also the thing is, number one, tuning it, but number two, being able to slice my own files and make them work properly on this thing. And see if I can get it to work with Push Slicer, because that's what I prefer to run on my machines with. So yeah, I'm going to call that a night. I thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you that were here, wasn't a whole lot today, but it's Halloween. But I wanted to get this done, get this live stream up so I could start printing with this. I've been sitting on this printer for about a week now, and I really wanted to get started with it. So Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please check the links down below if you want to check out this printer or if you want to help support the channel, anything like that. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll be back with more on this at some point, or I'll do a video to kind of catch up on it or another live stream, see how it goes. So thank you all for watching. Happy printing. I'll see y'all next time.